I'm sick, so I'm staying away from everybody. I'm sitting over here.
Can it be that I'm the only one again?
Oh, the board is, they're coming down in a minute.
Usually there's other people in the audience.
No, there hasn't been anyone lately. Mike Reindich sometimes comes.
I think the cold is prohibiting people. But you know, there was something online, because I was trying to find out what time, and it said that, I had to look at it again, February 2nd meeting, there'll be no meeting for the village?
No.
Yeah, and then I went on the website and I looked for the agenda, and it did say the date, it didn't give the time, but I can tell you, it said, because I said, is there a meeting tonight for Village of Pauling? And it said, there is no meeting February 2nd.
I wonder if it could be the town, because they do their planning board meetings sometimes, the same nights we do them.
Let me see where I found it. Here. Village of Pauling meeting tonight, based on the, well, it's AI.
Oh, that's why.
Based on the official Village of Pauling calendar, there's no village board meeting scheduled tonight, February 2nd.
Well, that's not right. The AI has that wrong.
Huh?
The AI has that wrong.
AI. Yeah.
Tomorrow, can you send
Very nice.
I know, but
That's okay.
it's got changed. We sent them your one, I think. This one has to
Well,
change.
there's V1, I can't remember which one it was. Was that short term or the V1 was one of them?
Short term, they replied back.
That one, that's the one they have this fine, I can send it. So we held off. So we can change
Very
it.
well.
Okay.
Most recent version. Thanks. Hey.
I'm not coming here.
I know.
Stay away from
Poor
me.
Jen.
The live feed is on.
We're on?
Good to
know.
You take notes?
Yeah.
A couple of blank pages there, friend.
I go back to the date. Yeah, get a new copy.
I'll inspect that for next meeting.
Well, maybe if Amazon does it.
Oh, there's that.
Jonathan on.
Delayed?
Yes, that was one of them.
Yeah, it's days, days.
Welcome, and thank you for choosing free conference. If you are the host, press star now. Otherwise, please wait, and you will be joined into the conference.
Is it 7 o'clock?
Probably. She's darn close. It's right on the way. Jen's at 7
Please
now?
announce yourself.
7:01, yes.
Okay. All right, welcome to the February 2nd Village Board meeting. If you could please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America,
to
to the republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Jonathan, you joined us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thanks. All right, I would like to amend tonight's agenda. Forgot an item. I would like to set a public hearing.
Under new business, we can address it,
Oh, all right.
right?
Oh, so I don't need to do it right now?
Well, I think we should just tell people what we're going to amend. This has to do with ratifying the Joint Sewer Commission recommendations for the sewer rate increase.
Okay, and we want to set a public hearing, or I'll do that later.
Why don't we do it at the end of the public hearing section, right?
Okay. All right. All right. Jerry, we have the public hearing open for local law number 1, which is our overnight accommodations.
Yep, and we've talked about it the last meeting. Jennifer, did we receive any correspondences?
No, no.
So we really haven't had anything from the public as far as public input. It's basically for like Airbnb and short-term rentals. We developed a policy for the safety of the residents of the village as well as the renters. I'd like at this time to make a motion to keep the public hearing open. There's some other documents that we'll need to, if we're going to pass this, that I'd like to just do it all at one time and have a resolution prepared, as well as our fee structure is going to be a $250 fee if we agree on it, for an application fee. That's something that is not in the short-term it's not, that's not something that's in this policy.
And just as a recap for the board, this public hearing was opened and left open.
Yes.
So that we could also address initially the county comments.
Right.
Which we've now addressed in this new version.
Correct.
What we're going to do with those comments, and I don't know if we want to discuss that further, but it was discussed at the last meeting as well. But
Yeah, so,
we can address that. Essentially, the comments were integrated except for references in the bulk schedule. That
Which
was
at this time, we didn't feel
right.
was
Right.
necessary for us to do that.
Correct.
Correct. All right,
So
so,
this document is on the website for people to review and look at. I'd make a motion that we keep the public hearing open.
all right, so we, okay.
Was there any public comment here?
Well, we're going to see now if there's any tonight. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there any public comment on the overnight accommodations, local law number 1? Okay. All right. Hearing none, we will move on to the next item since we're keeping that one open. So we have proposed local law number 2, which is to amend the code in Chapter 98 entitled zoning, specifically to 98-22B relating to parking in the Business 1 B1 zoning district. Unfortunately, our legal notice did not have enough time to meet the requirements, so we are going to, and also we have not received comments from the county regarding this local law, so we are going to unfortunately have to set this public hearing for March 2nd in order to get all those other things accomplished. So if I could get a motion to set the public hearing for March 2nd.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, so now I would like to make a motion to set a public hearing for March 2nd as well, for the proposed Village of Pauling Sewer overall O&M rate increase of 21% pursuant to the Pauling Joint Sewer Commission recommendations. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm sorry, when did you set the sewer for?
Second,
Next
March
week?
2nd,
March
March 2nd, not next meeting. So that takes care of that. That takes care of that. I got too many papers here. All right, next item is the 2026 Community Development Block Grant Letter of Intent. So there's only a few things that we are able to move forward with a CDBG proposal. We narrowed it down to 2 options. One is handicap accessibility in the first floor of this building, which then would allow people to get in the building down there, and also to install a ADA compliant bathroom so that that downstairs room will be able to be used. The other option that we were looking at was enhancement of our crosswalks. Unfortunately, with the county and the CDB grants, the priority area for them is east of the railroad tracks, and most of our crosswalks are west of the railroad tracks. And when Jonathan and I spoke to Dutchess County Planning, he was kind of steering us towards the ADA compliant bathroom. And I feel that's the better application, because I think there are other grant opportunities and funding sources that we might be able to tap for the enhancement of the crosswalks, which is something I do want to do. So I will be looking at other grant funds for that.
Okay.
we need to apply for that, and in the process, we need to set a public hearing for that grant application. So I'm proposing that we set the public hearing for February 17th. I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You also need to approve your
The-
authorization on the letter of intent.
Yes, so I forwarded the letter of intent to everyone. I need a motion to approve the letter of intent.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we've also prepared a resolution just to remind the board that if this moves forward, there is seeker attached to it. It's a type 2 action.
You want me to
So
read that therefore?
Perhaps it would be helpful, yes,
Okay.
to put that into the record.
So now therefore be it resolved that the village board of the Village of Pauling does hereby authorize the mayor to execute and submit the letter of intent to Dutchess County Department of Planning and Development. Be it further resolved that the village board of the Village of Pauling does hereby authorize mayor to execute a grant application and other required documents to apply for and receive funding from the 2026 CDBG program. And be it further resolved, the village hereby sets the public hearing on the proposed project for February 17th, 2026 at 7 p.m. or as soon thereafter as matter may come to be heard in the Village Hall at 9 Memorial Avenue, Pauling, New York. But we already did our
You did your
motions, or
motions, so,
do we need to do it again?
I mean, if you want a motion just to accept that,
All right.
approve that
I'll make a
resolution.
motion to accept this resolution.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Wow.
A lot of business.
Yeah, that was a lot. All right. Trying to keep myself organized here. All right. All right, we have the Village Green and Public Assembly Permit application for the farmer's market for the 2026 season to be held Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., June 13th through September 26th. Anybody have any questions? We had Betsy here at the last meeting to talk about it, and the farmer's market is always a big hit here, and certainly we look forward to it again. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion. No, second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next, I need your approval for my signature on the 2026 Special Prosecutors Engagement Letter with Vanderwater and Vanderwater.
I read through it. I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Have a new person for our planning board to fill a vacancy. And I will say I'm sorry in advance if I butcher his last name. Josh Archambault is willing to serve on our planning board, so I would like to appoint him, and he will start at the next planning board meeting, which is next week. So I'll make a motion to appoint.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Next is a new policy under our MS4 stormwater requirements. We are required to have a policy on illicit discharge detection and elimination. So Chris and I worked on putting this policy together. Anybody have any questions regarding this?
Oh, you guys did a good job on it. Seems pretty thorough.
Yeah. So this is basically for anybody in the public, if they should see or smell something that's getting into our stormwater system, that they are to notify us. It's on the website for them to be able to notify us. Our highway department will notify us if they are aware of anything, and then we have to figure out where it's coming from and eliminate it. So if I could get a motion to approve the policy?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All right, this next item, I think I had forwarded you guys an email, and I thought we at least should start talking about it. I have a person that lives in Baxter Green who is having parking issues and a water issue. The water issue is there is some ponding that is occurring in front of this residence. It's a sizable amount of ponding. It covers the entire road right in that area. So I talked to our highway department and they were aware of it. They have tried to mitigate it without great success. So I did talk to our engineer. We are in the process of setting up a pre-construction meeting for Anderson Way for the work that's going to be happening in the spring. So I asked him if he would have time to then go over there and take a look at this with me, and we'll see what we can do. I think it's going to mean that we got to dig a trench in the road and put a proper drain in there. So we're going to have to figure that out. The parking issue, this is something that has come up from different people within Baxter Green over the years, at least since I've been on the board, since 2017. The situation with this particular development is it's a cluster development. It has very limited property for each home, and it has small driveways. And unfortunately, that's how it was built. And now that people that bought in the early 2000s and had children, now the children are of age of driving, and there's a lot of cars. The green has always been no parking on it, and one of the main reasons for that is all of the stormwater for that development is put into underground tanks and infrastructure under that green. So you can't compact the soil or else the whole stormwater system's not gonna work.
Doesn't there, gutters even go in there too?
I believe they do,
right? That
yeah.
gotta be collected, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that whole area up there is
Yeah.
solid bedrock.
Yeah, I
They had to
remember when they were
blast
building it, I remember
everything.
them saying that, all the water, it's
So
a lot of water.
over the years, we've gotten several requests to be able to park on the green, and we've been able to, we've had to explain that it's just not possible
Yeah,
because of
well,
all
that's
that
a lot of water.
infrastructure under there. And if we compact the soil and then it's not gonna infiltrate properly, it's gonna be a problem. But I wanted to discuss it. I don't know how anybody else feels. That's what I explained to the homeowner.
Yeah,
But I need to give a final answer to
How
the
was that received?
Mixed.
yeah. Through the years, people have been asking for it. I know they're never happy. I used to live right next to that.
Yeah, that's right.
And, I was there when they built it, and it's, the filtration goes literally from underneath the entire thing. It's pretty amazing.
And in fact, between the two rows in the north side of that property, there's all drainage between those houses as well that then goes into that green. So,
Yeah. I know the homeowner had mentioned, there's a spot that a truck comes to fill up, the generators are right there.
right, we have one spot next to the pump station, which our
Could we
consultants
extend
park
that for
there.
parking? No, because, once you start putting parking in,
Everyone's gonna start.
it's a, truck comes in, once every couple of months and parks there for a little
Yeah.
bit, that's one thing. You start having cars constantly on there.
No, I agree, yeah, you can.
What sparked this? Was a ticket written?
Yes,
Okay.
they parked on the green and a ticket was given. That's happened over the years for different people there as well.
Like everywhere in the village, parking's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that,
That-
are we in agreement that we will try to resolve the water issue? But
Yes.
I don't really know what we can do about the,
Yeah.
I mean, I can, if we want, since the engineer's gonna be looking at it, I certainly will pull out the maps for the site while the engineer's here, and I'll go over it with him and see if we can come up with something, but
it might not be a bad idea just to put it to bed or,
right.
Yeah,
at least get final answers. I mean, I'm going by,
Let Brian
So,
look at it. See if there's
Jonathan, are you all right with that? And when you're down, we'll take a look at both situations in Baxter Green?
Yeah,
I'd already
absolutely.
talked to you about the water one, so, all right. So Jonathan and I will
Yeah.
take a look at it,
Perfect.
and then we'll report back to the board at our next meeting, okay?
good.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the December 2025 Metro North Treasurers Report as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Jonathan, do you have anything for us tonight?
No, just, we're getting close. I just gotta coordinate final dates. It'll likely be sometime next week, as long as it works for, the village's end for a, pre-construction meeting for Anderson Way.
Okay.
So I'll make sure we coordinate that and get that out so we can set up a date to make sure we're on the same page for springtime construction.
Okay, great. Does anybody have any
And
question?
that's it.
Anybody have any questions for Jonathan?
No.
All right, thank you, Jonathan.
No problem.
Danielle, you have anything?
No report.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Danielle? Okay, thank you. All right, I will make a motion to approve the January 16th prepaids in the amount of $728.50.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 I'll make a motion to pay the January bills in the amount of $141,222.90.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Does anybody have any, well, before I go into that, I would like to give out a big thank you for the hard work during this storm for our village highway crew. We are down one person, so our normal small 5-man crew was a 4-man crew trying to get through the storm. I want to thank the town supervisor and the town highway superintendent for working with us and getting all of the snow mountains out of the village, and they've allowed us to stockpile that snow in 2 locations within the town. I also want to thank the fire department for working with me on a joint message that everyone needs to help dig out their fire hydrants because it helps all of us during an emergency situation. And the fire chief Everett was able to have a meeting with his guys, and a lot of them volunteered to go around this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, digging out a lot of those fire hydrants. So I do want to give a big thank you to everyone coming together, working together, and getting what's needed done. So thank you. Does anybody have anything else before we go into public comment?
Just what you said, thank everybody. You did a great job.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to add is the St. Pat's Parade is the 21st, so
Okay.
people put that on their radar.
All right. All right. Public comment. Any public comment?
Well, I think I thought this was going to be the public, okay, so, I have a question.
Yeah.
Judy, you have to come up to where the microphone is, and then just understand that anything that gets discussed tonight won't apply. You would have to come back during the public hearing if it's about one of the local laws.
Do you want me
It's
to-
right there in the podium. There's a
little
Right
light
here,
there.
okay.
Yep.
All right. So my question was,
No, I'm sorry. Identify who you are.
what's that?
You have to identify who you are.
Oh, Judy Pisano. And as I understand it, that the resolution is for changing the parking from 1 to 1.5
For the B1.
for the B1. And when I was trying to find it, I couldn't find it. I looked, I have B1 right here. I don't see anything about what the parking is now. Doesn't say it in there, right? It doesn't say for B1 right now, it's 1 parking space.
Yeah.
Doesn't say that, so my question,
It used to say it was repealed at one time, and that's why we're trying to put it back in.
so what's the rule now for that B1?
Planning board discretion. They were going by the 1 parking rule.
Which is not in here.
Correct. It's
Correct.
not in the current, correct.
So, I mean, is it still a rule if it's not in the code?
It's been at the planning board's discretion.
At the planning board's discretion. Okay. So meanwhile, on, that's 9822, paragraph B. If you look at A, it gives you a whole list of the different parking spaces for different things.
For commercial. For commercial, that's the commercial.
It doesn't even say commercial. That's the funny thing. What it says, like number 1 is place of worship, it gives
Yeah,
you.
that's the
Right,
commercial
so-
entities. It's not A doesn't address residential.
Correct.
It's addressing the commercial businesses.
Oh, you know,
It's not easy to read, I know.
It's not. That's
no,
why we're
it's
trying to.
under A.
That's why
Okay,
we're
but
revising it.
here's my question. So on number 7, it's clearly written, and it says,
Where are you? In A?
I'm in B, and I'm in A.
Yeah, we don't have A in front of us.
I have
Because we're
it.
not, I know, but we're not addressing A,
I know, but in this,
okay?
who are they addressing?
The commercial businesses is A.
Okay, so if that's the case, it doesn't say that, but if that's the case, it says one of the 8 explanations. It could be other things. They just did, whatever I guess was the most important. It says professional offices. Professional offices, 3 spaces for each professional office. And the definition of an office can be medical. It could be anything that has like patrons.
Right, it's
So-
the non-residential.
Right, we're only addressing residential at this
So
time.
why doesn't that apply to B now? Because that's commercial. It is a little confusing.
It is.
It is confusing.
I
Right
mean,
now-
I can give you this. I
No,
highlight.
we
have-
have
we
it,
have.
we just don't have it in front of us.
Okay, so my question is, and of course it's a personal thing, about the commercial spots next door to me, that they allowed the parking, 1 per unit. But according to this, and it's written in the code, it says three spaces for professional offices, and there's 2 offices there. So why doesn't that apply to that? Does that not make sense? I mean, if it's commercial, we're talking about a commercial piece of property. And,
Well, we're talking about a commercial business, so that one has multiple commercial businesses in it.
it's got 2 right now.
2 or 3?
2, and one of them is an acupuncturist, and that's a professional office. So I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a specific
that
question.
should apply to a current situation. I mean, that's the way I read it. Some of it is pretty plain and clear.
Some
you
of
know?
it, but some of it's not. Also, A, I think deals a lot with B2. We're
So
only-
that what?
With B2 zoning, we're only dealing with B1 zoning, B1.
So how do we know which one this 3 spaces per?
Without looking at that.
We would have to look into that.
Okay, so is that for the
It's
code
not-
enforcement
But it
officer?
doesn't-
But it's not,
I understand what you're saying, but I'm sure the planning board had done what was correct for what was written at the time. I don't have answers for you. I don't have A out in front of me right now, so I can't.
Well, okay, and this is not AI, this is out of the zoning book, I printed it out of
Yeah.
yeah. So that's my question, it's about,
yeah, but you're asking
What
us
does
about
this
A,
mean?
and we are not prepared to discuss A, because our resolution was regarding B.
oh, okay, well, maybe this is another thing for the code enforcement officer to interpret,
Possibly.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry if this is not appropriate tonight.
that's okay.
Nope.
But that's why I came, because that was, my concern
Okay.
about the parking.
Right.
We know there's a parking problem.
Yes.
In the village.
I think we all know that,
I
yes.
know, I know. Thank you for listening to me
You're
again,
welcome.
once
You're
again.
Hello.
Hello.
Mike Rendish, 136 East Main Street. Going to talk about parking also.
Yeah,
So-
shocking.
Just to add on to the discussion about the proposed change in the law for the residential, saw some changes made since the last meeting.
Right.
Yes.
That are great. The one, I had asked a question at the last meeting as well about retroactivity. I understand the law will likely, assuming it goes through, go into effect maybe April-ish. Yeah, I don't know, I guess it has to.
Possibly March.
Probably March,
Yeah.
whatever, in that timeframe.
Yep.
So really, my question was more centered around pipeline, projects in the pipeline. The law takes effect on a day, April 1, let's say.
Yep.
What does that apply to? Does it apply to a project that's already, it's a site plan approval, draw the line? Or does project inception draw the line?
Final approval is the
Right,
line.
so essentially, a pending application that has not had site plan approval or their final approvals may be subject to this. There's a vested rights argument that probably is a case-by-case basis, but as far as projects that have not been finally approved, they have to comply with the law that's,
Okay.
if it's adopted.
Once site plan approvals happen, you're in, you're okay. Then the new law would not apply. If I got site plan approval next week,
Before the law was
before the law would
adopted.
apply, that'd be okay.
Right, then
Right,
they've,
the
Okay,
laws
that's,
are involved.
okay, that's one
But
question.
our office is going to provide further guidance on that to the
Okay.
board. I do remember that you
we've
raised
been
that
asking
last.
that question.
Yeah, okay. Also on parking, this is a recent local law about no parking north of Dutcher on West Main Street. Did I get that right? Across the street?
The north side of West Main Street, yes.
I'm not there every single day, but every
No.
single day that I am there, there's at least one car parked there,
Yes.
usually two. Is
Yeah.
that being enforced?
Well, I could tell you, a lot of warnings have been given out. Until the road gets striped, we have a no parking sign up there now. Summonses will probably start going out soon enough. He's doing a lot of warnings right now. It's not painted yellow, and it's an old habit. People have been parking there for
Okay.
years. So
It's going to take a while
It's
to
gonna
get
take a
it
while.
fully enforced.
So once spring hits, we're going to get fresh paint, fresh yellow, no parking there, and then we'll
Okay.
start ticking.
It surprised me to see a car between two big snow piles.
There's a pile of snow there right now, that would solve the problem.
But there was a spot between the two, so.
And also, one other thing, following on to Betsy's question about the one space per unit. It does exist, at least as a notation on the urban regs regarding B1. It says, there's a notation on there that says one space per unit. It's on a drawing, it's not in the written code. It's in the drawing part of the
It's in
code.
a schedule, though, that is.
Schedule.
It's in the
part of it.
schedule.
Yeah, it's in the code, it's not part of the law, I guess, whatever that line is. Anyhow, that's it.
All
We
right,
did
thank
take your comments from last time.
Okay, yeah, I observed
So-
that. The part I, for example,
Yeah.
was
Yes.
addressed, thank you.
Yep,
Appreciate that.
yep.
And yeah, I look forward to this being real.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. All right, hearing no other public comment, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I was wondering what the pause was. Second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah,
Thanks,
have a good
John.
night. Yep. Okay. We're still on. Just hang on, yeah. We're all